What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Roy Jones Jr. and Mike Tyson. And Roy Jones says this about Mike, a bold statement. He says that he will still fight Mike Tyson, even if the 54-year-old tests positive for performance-enhancing drugs. Wow. Roy Jones has claimed that he would still fight Mike Tyson if he fails the drug test. He said, it would concern you if you were concerned about having advantages. But for me, I'm that kind of guy. I'm old school. You know what I mean? I hope you pass the test, but when I turn my attention to you, I want you. I don't give a damn what you got. I want you. Wow. He says, when I see you like that, I want you. I don't care who it is. He said, back in the day, I actually wanted to fight Mike when I won the heavyweight title. That was the only other heavyweight I wanted to fight is Mike Tyson. And you know what? Roy Jones gets his wish, well, kind of, in an 8-round exhibition fight. I am surprised it's 8 rounds because normally exhibitions are like 4. But that looks very, very bold, you know, and it looks like to me what Roy is really saying, people, my counterpunch. Roy's saying that, hey, I'm not going to let anything stop me from making my damn money. That's pretty much what he's saying. I don't care if he's testing positive for marijuana, which Mike smokes marijuana. You know, but now marijuana is not like it was back in the day, okay? People got life for having weed or marijuana back in the day. Now it's a medicine. It's legal in I don't know how many states in this country. So, you know, they look at it in a totally different light because they're saying, oh, it's benefits to it, you know? Yeah, let's tax it, you know what I mean? But Roy, if you read between the lines also, this fight was supposed to be, I think, this month, right? It's supposed to already happen. So they pushed it back for reasons of promotion. And, you know, Roy had a problem with that because, you know, Roy is a trainer. You know, he's training Chris Eubank Jr. for one, you know, and he has other things to do to make money. And when he pushes it back, you know, it messes up his schedule because Roy's a busy man. That's Roy Jones Jr. Y'all must have forgot, okay? But hearing him say this now, I don't care if he does, and I can see Roy. I don't care if he do take performance enhancing drugs. Drugs won't help Mike. If I want Mike, I want Mike. I take Mike to the school, and that's what we gonna do. I ain't no fool. You know, if you want to act a fool though, we can act a fool because I ain't gonna stiff these folks for stopping me from getting my money because they already pushed the date back, and the date was like this, the date was like that. But you know what? In fact, we gonna do what we gonna do because Roy Jones Jr. ain't no fool. I can do what I do. Y'all must have forgot. I can see Roy licking his lip. But it's good. It does look surprising because it leaves no excuses. You know, a lot of times people would try to stop a fight because of these, you know, certain type of performance enhancing drugs. If it's up to Roy, though, depends on what they find, because you know Mike has been experimenting with stem cell research and all types of other stuff. I don't know if he's juicing. I don't know. You know, but if he was juicing, would you really be surprised at this point? The man is 54 years old. You think weed does all that? I don't think so. Because he was smoking weed way before he decided to get into shape, okay? So I think that Roy is determined to make this fight, to keep this fight, and he wants this fight to actually happen. And it was true that Roy did want to fight Mike Tyson back in the day, okay? Now, he was on the Breakfast Club, and he did say, you know, some things that I didn't know, okay? Because I researched the reason why the fight didn't happen. I think they wanted to offer Roy less money than he really wanted, okay? But according to the Breakfast Club, it was a different story. So, you know, Roy is getting his wish. And Roy is saying, hey, you know, that's not really an advantage. And then if you really look at people that really cheated as far as performance enhancing drugs, for one, it's been a positive. Okay, yeah, people shine on it. They do, because once a person gets popped, you know, like Jarrell Miller, for example. Once a person gets popped, they just got this bad jacket, you know, you might as well write mud on the back of it, you know, dirt bag. But in essence, have you ever seen anyone that tested positive after killing somebody in the ring? No. Does it guarantee you victory? No. In fact, the people that I think about that took performance-enhancing drugs, Chael Sonnen, Fernando Vargas, these guys, they didn't even win their fights. Fernando Vargas tested positive for, I forget what he tested positive for when he fought Oscar De La Hoya. He looked ripped. He looked good. He looked great and in shape. He was, but did he win? Did he beat Oscar De La Hoya? No, he did not. He got knocked out. He got stopped. He got dropped in the 10th and stopped early in the 11th. Okay? So, no, it doesn't ensure victory. Chael Sonnen got choked out, and he was on performance-enhancing drugs. So, no, it's not a dead giveaway. If you take drugs, you're going to win. It just makes you think you have an edge, okay? Because it's like, I think the idea of knowing you take them in your mind, I think it's more of a mental thing than anything else. You may be able to run a little longer, a little faster during training when you're on these drugs, but on the day, does it really help you? That's something you want to think about when you're thinking about drugs, or performance-enhancing drugs, rather. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of Roy Jones Jr. saying, I will still fight Mike if he tests positive for whatever it is. Let me know what you think. Please subscribe. And you guys been counterpunching. Peace.